Well, hello everyone, and besides, welcome in. Drac, welcome in. Y- Well, Drac, you were second, which is still an awesome achievement. Daily check-in by Drac. Welcome in, guys. You have caught me a little bit faster than what I was, um, than what I was expecting. I was still messing around a little bit. I'm in my solo world tonight, and the plan is just to do a few little random things. But for those of you that haven't been here in the solo world or hasn't been here for a while, let's quickly pop out and see how the world is coming together. So this storage warehouse over here is still looking a little dull on the outside, so that definitely needs some decorations. And then the latest build is the little fisherman's hut that I decided to build. Not really, I can't really call it a fisherman's hut, but it is a house where where the fisherman villagers are all gathered up, ready to trade. And honestly speaking, I don't even know why I have these guys here, because the only decent trade that they've got is basically campfires. Drac, that's 100% driving. Rather focus on the road instead of chatting. You're more than welcome to lurk about until you get home. And resides, you say the auto join program was online, so you insta joined. That's awesome. Well, I don't like on the barn over there. I don't know. Let me show you the barn over there. It's got my wool farm. So I don't really know if I've got any space to do skylights in there. Um well, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that idea. Oh, you're talking about the storage warehouse over there. That monstrosity. Um that's something that I might definitely be able to do. Now, I have to say the roof isn't my main concern, but yes, you are right. I do need to do something on the roof over here. And as you said, maybe a few skylights will do the thing, or a couple of... I do have... Well, I guess I can still do it, even though I've got a ceiling in here. I can still do a few skylights up there. That's all right. And yesterday we did a little 1000 day map, because this world is just over 1000 days old at the moment. And unfortunately, if you check the top right corner, frame rates are quite a bit iffy around here. And that is because of the bulk stone storage I've got underneath here. So this is a bulk storage system. It's got the capacity to keep about 22,000 of each stone type block. So we've got everything here from stone, cobblestone, andesite, deep slate, granite, dirt, all the blocks which we usually have a lot of. We've got a little bit of storage down here. And then we've got the little iron farm also So the iron farm, I did make it so that we can switch it on and off. Because, I mean, really, I've got a ton of iron already. And then I've got another 6, almost 7 stacks of iron in this barrel. So, I've just temporarily switched off the iron farm. And now I'm thinking, while I am down here, I might just quickly grab a few lanterns, because I only have, what, 2 lanterns left. I just want to use these emeralds. Hello, good evening, welcome, thank you. Can I use those emeralds? How about you? Ah, thank you so much. Appreciate. Thank you, Rosanna. Appreciate doing business with you. And then we must probably also take a little bit of a nap. No, 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 no! No! Why do you do that? Well, this isn't nice. You can probably just fix it. Where did that stupid creeper come from? So this side is... Oh, that should teach me. Make sure everywhere is lit up. Bloody hell. Stupid creeper. Alright, anyway. Let's see what's the plan for today. So I was working on a little bit of a bridge. I'm absolutely not happy with the way the bridge is looking. And now I left my ender chest down underground. And I'm absolutely not happy with the way this bridge is coming along. Now, I always say, you have to trust the process. But this process doesn't look like it's going to exactly work out. But I've got a few ideas. There's a few things we can try. And, yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see if we can make it look better. But I definitely think I need to use stone bricks instead of the normal stone and andesite combination. But the reason why I didn't want to use stone bricks was because I've already got stone bricks up here, but we could maybe change it over to some planks or something. Diego, welcome in, my brother. How are you doing today? Honestly, Diego, so sorry about yesterday. You popped in just when I had to end the stream to go and catch a little shut-eye. But welcome in. I'm so glad to see you back in here. But alright, like I said, we need to figure out something with the bridge. Number one, I don't like the bridge just being flat like that. We might need to just do a little something different. You're glad to be welcome here. Anybody and everybody is welcome as long as they, well, behave themselves. And then I must also say, behaving themselves, that is a relative term, or a well, relative isn't the right word, subjective term. Because what is behaving yourself? could mean different things to different people. But anyway, let's see if we can get a few. Well, I don't think I've got any more stone bricks in here. We might need to craft some. I do have a couple. That's not going to be nearly enough. And planks, what sort of planks? You think oak will do the job? I don't have plenty, but at least I've got a... yes, Bingo, that's what I was thinking. I need to curve the bridge a little bit. Because that straight, flat bridge, that's definitely not going to work. And I don't know how much or how frequently we'll be going over the bridge. But at least we can try and make it look a little bit nicer than what it is at the moment. I'll grab a few extra logs. And then let's go and break down that bridge. Maybe we can just grab the stone cutter from here. I do want to grab my ender chest. Not that I really need the ender chest with me at all times. Let's just see if we've got anything in here that I might want to use. Not really. Alright, let's go and see if we can, well, start off by breaking down this bridge. And then see if we can curve it a little. So I think, just to make life a little bit easier, we can just do a little walkway underneath the bridge for now. Temporarily, of course, just a temporary structure. We'll definitely get rid of it later on. Then we'll take down this bridge completely. I'll take down everything because I'm absolutely not happy with the way this is looking at the moment. Just maybe get a single chest over here so that we can just sort of try to manage the inventory a little bit. And a stone cutter for if we need to do something with a few pieces of stone. And then let's see and finish breaking this down. Now, one thing with the bridge is that this side is a little bit higher than the other side. only about one block higher, but still. Gonna have to, and honestly speaking, I can't really see a way to bring it down. Misfits, good evening, and how are you doing today? I have thought that you might have been hanging out in Max stream, since I saw he's also live at the moment. But I'm so happy to see you here. That's awesome sauce. So yes, today I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to build this little bridge over the river here. And yes, I need to try and figure out how we'll do this little bridge, because otherwise it's going to irritate me. The bridge I was working on yesterday just simply didn't work for me. I'm good, just cleaned my floor and had lunch. I'll go say hi to him soon, then shower, get ready for hubby's company Christmas dinner. All right, is that tonight? That's awesome. You better have a good time. Enjoy the company and all of that. Like we said last time, I think company dinner like that, it's a nice opportunity just for everybody to mingle. And I mean, hubby is working with these people every day. I mean, I guess you probably also know some of them. Or I know, like with my wife's work, I know a couple of her colleagues, usually from having work functions and all that. But I have to say, generally, I do get along pretty well with her colleagues. And nighttime, this stupid Minecraft 10-minute cycle. I'll probably need to take a bed with me at some point as well. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to keep running up and down to try and find a place to sleep. Oh, what I get! A phantom membrane! Bella, you're an awesome little kitty cat. Just bringing me perfect gifts. All the time. Well, not all the time, but some of the times. Most of the times. Now, phantom membranes go in there. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out now. If we bring this back a little bit, so, and I think, well, I am going to need the sand, so we can just do a little bit more over here. Grabbing some extra sand. Ooh, and clay. Clay is always useful. So I would imagine that's going to be the length of the bridge. And for now we can take this torch away and let's just do that maybe. Getting things a little bit lined up a little bit better. So I think on this side, planks. Planks is the answer. I think we can have a row of stairs. And so we have the planks there. And we're going to have the planks here. Are we? Should the planks be... Oh my word, I'm so bad at figuring these things out. Now give me a house to build. I can do that pretty easily. Give me a bridge to build and I struggle and fall over my words and just don't know what I'm doing, it would seem. We're going to... Is that the same height now? And it's not. No. This needs to be there. That's the same height, so let's do another one. Alright, I think we can make this work. I think we can make it work. We do that. One, another two. It probably would be better or easier if I start from the middle then go, well, it most certainly will. And again, I haven't thought about that. But I guess we'll see how this turns out. I think I've got it figured out. Because if we do 3 like that. Like that for a rough shape, I think works. And we'll just fill it in. So, and yes, it would have been easier to figure out if I started from the middle. That's no lie. But unfortunately, as usual, I didn't think about it. Ah, really? Maybe. Hmm. Oh, really? Come on. Do I have to be this bad at placing blocks tonight? I mean, yes, the bobbing up and down does make it a little more difficult, but it's definitely not that bad. Oh, well, thank you so much for the compliment, Diego. I do. Well, when I'm making buildings, I do think it feels a little easier, but bridges just doesn't feel easy to me. Well, not yet, anyway. Let's just do that. But I think this will work for a bridge. We can now just do a little bit of decorating and see where it gets us. Henry, I'm going to say hi to Muck and then get my shower done. If I don't see you again, have a great one. Thank you, Misfit. I will definitely... You know how I enjoy these streams. So, if I don't see you again, you must enjoy the dinner with your hubbies, work friends, or colleagues. And we'll definitely catch each other sometime over the weekend. Like I say, the idea for tomorrow is to have to try and go for the 4-hour stream again. So you will have plenty of time to pop in. Alright, now I need to go sleep, but let's just think about what sort of resources I might need. I'm thinking we can do a edge using stone bricks, which I don't have a lot of. I might need to... Well, I've got stone, so that's not going to be a problem. But let's just go and have a little sleep. Maybe bring the bed over to the bridge, so that we don't have another situation like earlier where the creeper comes and sneak up on us. Because I spend too much time in the dark. Oh, come on, Bella, you can come with me. Alright, let's see. Yes, I think coming up on the bridge from this direction, because most of the time I've built this little path for us to come up on it, and I like the shape. The shape does... This feels much better than the straight stone brick bridge we've had earlier. Now, Bella, let's get the bed down. Where are you? Come on, Bella. Come on, kitty cat. Sit on the bed. Leave the bees alone. Leave the bees. You're going to make them angry. And then they'll attack us. And then that wouldn't be fun. Alright, so let's see if I do a little something like this. Then we can just put a few slabs like that. Maybe like so. I think that's going to work. Even though, should we have slabs there and there just to round it off a little bit better? We don't have those sharp edges. Alright, yes, that looks better. Now, I don't think, or I don't feel like this bridge is, well, long enough for us to necessarily need to put the support in the center. Even though we could maybe just do it for the looks. Let's just cover up this side as well. So. I don't know what I'm doing. This needs to be 2. Needs to be like that. So over here. That looks good. This doesn't look good, but anyway, let's get that in. Alrighty. And over here we need another one too. Oh, that's 2. That one. This is good. There needs to be 1. That one needs to be there. That needs to be there. Suleiman! Good evening and welcome in. Well, you're late, I'm late, we're all late together. No reason today. Yes, hopefully. No reason, because we are busy with serious business today. We are building a bridge. And yes, like I say, serious business. So you haven't been here yesterday. I've built a little path yesterday. Nice little path just connecting up the bridge that's going over to the skeleton spawner area. And no, what? No, 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 I can't allow that. So now, have they killed all? What are they doing? And why are they doing it? What? I didn't invite you. What the hell? Now, they killed all my llamas that I had. Jeez, why? 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 Well, at least one timer and donkey is still okay. That's the most important. Llamas, we can easily get more. I mean, the wandering trader does seem to visit me quite frequently, so we'll get more llamas. Oops. Now, after that rude interruption, guys, help me decide, are we going to put like a pillar right in the middle to support the bridge, or do you think it's short enough to just leave it as is? I don't know. On the one hand, I want to put a little pillar right down here to support it. On the other hand, I don't really want to. Did you say bridge? No, 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 no. Flashbacks. Real civil engineering. If you don't understand, he is a game channel that's obsessed with bridge reviews. Well, I'm not obsessed with bridge at all. So, you both say we do the pillar underneath. Alright. Let me see. Do stone bricks. We're gonna do it like maybe like a 3x3, and then we'll, so for now let's just get the pillar in, and then we'll come and see how we can make it look pretty or not. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's even more unfortunate. Okay, Bella, let's sleep before we have more creepers exploding on us. A building tip: use spruce for the palaces that touch the water to look like it's been in the water for some time, to give the appearance of old wet pillar when using oak. Yes, but I don't know. I think I want to do the pillar out of stone bricks. Then we can maybe add a little bit of a curve or something to it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I was thinking of the wood, but I just feel, I don't know. To me, it feels like the wood. No, I know nobody's forcing me, but you know me. I'm always interested in hearing your opinions and ideas. But the thing is, what I was saying with regards to using wood on a bridge that's got so much stone, I just feel the wood might not be strong enough to support the bridge, which is the only reason why I don't really want to use wood. Now I know a lot of the builds over here is very stone heavy, but I think we can still make it look good. But I do like this bridge. Looks much better than the previous one when I come up on it from a distance. Actually, the pressure is balanced because the ends touch the floor and the pillar is vertical, not horizontal. Yes, that does make sense. It does definitely make sense. This is looking a little bit too... Pull the pillar in. I don't... I don't want to. But alright. Well, it is kind of filled in. There, Sully, especially for you. Filled in. I was thinking, should we maybe... do a little something, change the corners out maybe. With some stone bricks, stone brick walls. Just to give it a little bit. And squids and other stuff will spawn. Yes, I was thinking about that. But can they spawn in a 1x1 space? No. Because I was thinking there might be stuff spawning in there, but then I was also thinking, I don't know whether they can spawn in a 1x1 area. Oh, the fish, you mean. The fish, yes. They are probably small enough to spawn in there. Well, now they can't. Because we fixed it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think will be enough. Yes, I can take them as pets, maybe. But remember, we are going to part of the big tower. I think the other night we decided we are going to have an aquarium in there, in that. Well, if you just close your eyes and imagine that massive tower rising up, I'm sure we're going to have an aquarium there as well. Solomon, yes. Most people are on vacation. Unfortunately, I am also not on vacation. I only have 25 and 26 December off. The rest of the time I'm working. Oh, and obviously I've got the 1st of Jan off as well. So, Thiengo, this little hole that I'm digging down here, right? I'm going to dig it down to bedrock. And then we're going to build a tower up from bedrock up to, well, if I could have my way, I'll be building it up from bedrock to buildite. But we'll see how far we get with that. Because that will be one massive mega project. The underground part will look beautiful with the circular aquarium. Yes, definitely it will. We also have no vacation. Yes, I think you and I have spoken about it before. And you told me that you don't have vacation like a lot of people do. But it's because in Turkey you said you guys don't celebrate Christmas. And I think, well, it's not necessarily Christmas vacation. It's more in the north, it's more summer vacation or winter holidays. Forget north, it's winter. Wow, that's gonna be a really huge then. Yes, Thiengo. Well, that's the idea I've got. I cannot say exactly how I'm going to do it. And on the other hand, I don't know how far we will get with it. But that is the idea. That's what I've had in mind to do. So one day, one singular day if you're lucky. Well, at least, Solomon, at least it is one day. But that one day, will it be on the 1st of January then? You say you go to high school, even that might not exist. Yes, well, education is important. So, don't complain too much about high school. I do wish some days that I could go back to high school. Those were fun times. I mean, it's definitely not necessarily fun for everyone. But to me, high school was, well, high school was a chill time. I wouldn't say it was a fun time, but it was chill times. I can't say that I enjoyed high school, but I can't say that I hated it either. But the reason why I would say some days I wish I could go back to high school is just the sort of, you don't need to have these adult worries. Still got parents you can fall back on. I think that would be the biggest advantage. Homework was invited as a punishment, torture. It does its job. Perfect opportunity. Perfectly unfortunately. Well, yes, homework isn't fun. Definitely. We won't go into that. Because yeah, I wasn't always um too good at getting the homework done. Definitely, I guess homework is definitely not the best part of high school, of any school. But I think high school, the homework it's just a lot more intense than primary school. Oh, resin can't come because you trapped it in the shell of a tower. That's awesome stuff. You know, look, to be honest, Solly, I I don't mind Raisin joining us at all. At the moment, my Twitch channel is monetized, so I am earning a little bit of revenue from Raisin is here, Raisin is here. I knew he wouldn't stay away. I knew you couldn't keep him away. What I was saying is that the Twitch channel is monetized. I am earning a tiny little bit of revenue from ads on Twitch. So I do appreciate any support on there. It's definitely not compulsory. I mean, on the other hand, it's very welcome for you and Raisin to be together as well. Yes, it does still count if you are on Twitch. I think it still counts. I don't know. Who knows? I think maybe this is irritating me. Maybe I like that more. Oh my word. Oh my word. Really? Placing 3 blocks wrong. Well, you should be earning channel points on Twitch. I'm sure you should be earning channel points on Twitch. There's no reason why you wouldn't or shouldn't. Oh, Twitch technically isn't open. Alright, well, it doesn't matter really. Now let's see. We can... That's a full block, so these are full blocks and these are full blocks. But it is probably because the video isn't playing. Yes, well, I am not absolutely sure how it works. Anyway, like I said, that is, ad revenue is anyway just such a small amount. It amounts to like a few cents every stream, so it's not important. The more important thing is having you guys here joining me. Spiders are the only web developers in the world that like finding bugs. Yes, definitely they are. Because that's food. And yes, let me tell you, the time that I've spent web developing in the past, these bugs are the worst. But yes, as you say, spiders wouldn't mind bugs. In fact, I think they prefer having bugs. Well, no recipe, so puns it is, it doesn't matter. Puns also always works as well. Alright, let's see if we can add a few lanterns on the bridge. Pork chop? What about a pork chop? Um, hey. No, wrong place. Now do you think can we just put a little lantern on top like that? Or should we... Hmm. So what do you think? The lantern on top or the lantern hanging down like this? Which one is going to work better, do you think? You need to read YouTube first. What is a pig's favorite karate move? Pork chop. Ah, that makes sense. Pork chop. Probably the hanging one. Alright. Should we do the hanging ones like with the trap doors like this? Or do you think with the fences like that is going to be better for the bridge? I'm doing two-part puns. One part on YouTube, answer on Twitch. So read YouTube first. Alright, Saliman. We'll read your message first and then Ponchi will answer. How does a tree use the internet? Don't really know. They log on. Alright, that makes sense as well. How does a tree use the internet? They log on. Alright, so I think we're going to go with this hanging design then. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, I think that'll work for me. Oh, chicken. I can't, I go. Oh, alright, I got the chicken. Thank you, Bella. That's not the best gift you could have given me. But thank you anyway, I do appreciate it. What does a stick volcano have? What does a sick volcano have? Volcanoes. Alright, that's also kind of funny. It's I don't know, what does a sick volcano have? Volcanoes. Why do I never have enough resources? Well, don't answer that. I don't ever have enough resources because I don't ever make enough. And this is the wrong... the wrong fences. Obviously. Alright, this bridge is going to be well lit up. Not going to have any mob spawn on the bridge. What's the part of the body that always makes other organs laugh? The funny bone! The funny bone... No, the funny bone hurts, doesn't it? Well, alright. What's the part of the body that always makes other organs laugh? The funny bone. Do I have... No, I don't. Let's see. Spruce. Give me spruce. Couple of logs. Then just like that, we can go and finish that little part off. And then we'll maybe come and do a little bit of decorations on the bridge. Not too much. Bridge doesn't need a lot of decorating. Just maybe a little bit. Then I don't think this looks bad. Hmm. Hmm. I do think I'll just like do a little bit of this. Maybe on this side, we can just fill it in. There you go. I think for a small little bridge, that looks all right. Fun fact: the reason you feel weird when you hit your funny bone is because it's a nerve that isn't supposed to send pain signals. So he is basically giving the brain a fish without context. The best example you could find. So that well, it kind of explains a lot of things. Are we going to do a few buttons? So he didn't fit on YouTube. I don't know what's the deal with YouTube. Can you actually send longer messages on Twitch than on YouTube? And why would that be? I mean, but let's be honest, you have been struggling with YouTube anyway, in terms of your posts and messages. Alright, Solomon, thank you so much for popping in and checking out the stream. I'll definitely catch you again tomorrow. And you must have a nice sleep. YouTube character limit is 250, Twitch is 500. Alright, that makes sense. I didn't really think there was much of a limit, but thanks for letting me know. Now, again, like we've said the other night, I've learned something new today. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. And then I'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do a longer stream, but I'll probably start, hopefully, I do say hopefully I can start at the normal time, but if I don't, I will definitely be on tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be doing yet, but I'll definitely be on, so we will catch up again tomorrow. Enjoy your evening further. We maybe add a little bit of vines to the bridge to make it feel a bit more alive. I think we could. Maybe I'll go and grab some. Then I want a few. Maybe flower pots or something. Nothing too over the top. But we can definitely do a little bit of a something. Definitely grab a little bit of a something and see if we can spruce it up a little bit. I think I've moved the flower pots somewhere in these chests. There we go. And probably put these away for now. Put those away. No, that wasn't the intention. Let's just sleep in this bed over here. In terms of leaves, so I do generally really like the mangrove leaves, so I think we'll go with that. Alrighty, spider done, skeleton done. Let's go. So I'm thinking, should we... Should we do this? No! Like that? Really? Come on. No! No! Skill issues. Definitely a skill issue. Maybe get a couple of flower pots on the bridge, like so. Then I want to grab a few those flowers. Let's see. Maybe one of you, the red one, And let's see, is there anything, any other? All right. That'll work, that'll work, that'll work, I think. Ooh. I do have a orange and a red. And then maybe a few more spruce buttons. Just to jazz it up a little bit more. Lucas! Hello, welcome in! That's no problem. Sorry that you didn't join during the work days. I had lots of homework and other activities. I remember us talking about the bridge. Well, there the bridge is done. Well, almost done. Not going to try and go too over the top with the bridge. But, oh, you're so welcome in. I have to say that I did miss you being here. I mean, but you know what? I have missed you being here, but I would never blame you for skipping a stream and paying attention to the things that really matter. And schoolwork and homework and school activities, that is definitely more important than my tiny little stream. But I am so happy to see you back. Like I say, I have honestly missed your presence. So you say you've been busy with schoolwork and homework and all those nice things. Do you get some time off over Christmas from school? I know my Turkish friend Suleiman, they don't get time off in Turkey. But how about you? Do you guys get a little bit of time off over this holiday season? So if I remember, you are from Lithuania, right? I'm sure that's right. If I'm not, please don't shoot me. Oh yes, I wanted to grab some moss. You'll get in 2 to 3 days, you'll get 2 weeks. Oh right, that's pretty much a lot of places. It's 2 weeks. Basically from Christmas until just after New Year, if I'm right. Oh, that's awesome. Look, my friend, I'm going to, like tonight's stream, I'm probably only going to be on for another maybe 30 minutes or so. But the other day, Tuesday evening, I actually, for the first time on Tuesday evening, I had a 4-hour stream, or just over 4 hours. And that was so much fun that I think tomorrow evening I'm going to do that again. Try and see if I can get another 4 hours in. because that was really a lot of fun. And I mean, tomorrow is Saturday, and I am not working on Sunday this week, so it's the ideal opportunity to have a little bit of a longer stream. But like I said, we're still going to be going for another 30 minutes or so, maybe 45 minutes in tonight's stream. Ah. Yeah, I just had to take a little sip of water, just like hydrate the body a little bit. As I know, I'm probably not the most talkative streamer out there, but I feel that I do talk a lot. Then the throat does get a little parched. Or parched. What's the right English word? But yes, the throat and the mouth do go a little bit dry when I'm talking so much, and then I need to, well, the right thing is to just grab a little bit of water. I think we can have these, they will grow down. Maybe we can have another one over here. Yes, dry. So, and then we can put a little bit of glow lichen in here so that just have a little bit of more texture underneath. Right, I think that will do. Maybe there as well. Let's just see if we get a better view. Nighttime, that looks lit up pretty well. Good enough, I think, so that we don't get any unnecessary mobs spawning over there. Enderman. Not gonna mess with that guy, even though I don't think he can do much harm to me. So yes, Lucas, I think since the last time you've been here, I have actually been able to, or I have made affiliate on Twitch. So unfortunately, Twitch does now have the ad breaks, but with the bad comes the good. So we do have channel points and everything set up on Twitch now. I know you're watching on YouTube, and honestly speaking, I prefer watching on YouTube as well. If I'm watching anybody that does multi-stream, YouTube is my first choice. But just to let you know, we've made a little bit of an accomplishment on my streaming journey, so to say, if we want to call it a journey. Alright, so I think I'm happy with the bridge. I think the bridge is looking alright. I don't want to overdo it. So I do tend to sometimes overdo. Yes, Lucas, I know you are on Twitch too. That's why I remember your name is Lucas. Even if you're posting on YouTube, under the Dirto name. And you know what? You must actually feel good about it, that I do remember your name. Even if you're posting on YouTube. Because I am horrendously bad with names. Betty Bird, you're more than welcome to lurk and rest, my friend. No worries. You're absolutely always welcome. And you should know it by now. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for saying hi. And enjoy your lurk. I mean, I always do appreciate each and every little bit of support. And even lurkers are supporting. That's more than sufficient. Perfectly alright. It doesn't seem like I'm bad with names. You should hear me sometimes. Look, I'll tell you this story, right? So just so you can realize how bad I am with names in real life. I started or I changed jobs a while back. Oh, about 5 years back. And I went to this new company and I was I had about, I think, 12 staff working for me at this location. And I was only there for 3 months. At the end of the 3 months, I couldn't remember. Well, wait. At the end of the 3 months, I could only remember three or four of my staff members' names. That's how bad I am with names in general. So, yes. I wouldn't say that's a strong side of me, the remembering names. And then I have to say, well, like I said, I've been with that company for 3 months. Then I left. Eventually went back to the previous company I was working for. And then I stole the two of the staff members whose names I could remember. I phoned them up and asked them, listen, guys, don't you want to make a move and come work for me again at my old company? And they happily obliged. So I always joke that I left my company, the company I'm currently with, to go to this new company just to find some good staff. And I'm still waiting. Well, I must actually put in an invoice for the finder's fees, because these two staff members that I brought over, they are actually super good at their jobs. So I jokingly told my company once that, yeah, I'm going to invoice them for the finder's fee for bringing these two over. I wonder what they'll do if I actually go through with it and send them an invoice. Be funny. Well, I don't think HR would think I'm funny. But I think that could be a good laugh. Alrighty. Let's need to clean it up. Now, I'm not extending the path around on this side, because the idea is that when I start building this tower building up here, I'm going to have a path run right through the middle of it. Because on the ground floor, I think we'll maybe have a little bit of an open garden area. And we'll be able to, the more they work, the less I work. Yes. In essence, yes. The more, I wouldn't say the more they work. I'd say the better they perform, the less I have to do. That makes a little bit more sense, maybe. The better they perform, the less work I have to do. And that's the importance of having good staff. Especially when you're working in a retail environment where sales is king. Having good staff just makes management role so much easier and so much less complicated. And I think since these two have known each other before starting with the company I'm at currently, they do get along really well as well, and they really do tend to drive each other to do better. And as I said, that definitely makes my life a whole lot easier. Let's look in the position I'm in at work. I have so many things on my plate. I do need a good team to keep things running while I am busy with other things, with other stuff at work. Alright, so that everything, I get everything from there. Yes, alright, let's take a final little look. Yes, I think this area is coming along. Pretty cool. Now, let's see, so I came on here today really just wanting to finish the bridge. But then, while I've still got a little bit of time left for this stream, how about we try to think of this side of the roof is a little bit plain. I'm just thinking about ideas to maybe spruce it up a little. Can I put something here to make it a little more interesting? And then obviously this warehouse, the outside, I haven't done much decorating out here. I still need to terraform on this side, just bring the dirt in, but I've still got all these chests standing around here, so I still need to clear out. Oh, thank you so much, Lucas, for joining the Discord. I always do forget to post the Discord link in here. I think on YouTube it doesn't, the commands doesn't work, but on Twitch it does. But yes, I always neglect posting the link. But yes, I've had the Discord back up for a week or so maybe. So I'm glad that you joined, and you are more than welcome to post your world over on the Discord. That's why it's there. It's there for the community. It's there for everybody to have a little bit of fun, see what the others are doing, and yes, all of that. I think Discord is just no, 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 no. Why you do that? Silly, stupid zombies. But yes, I think Discord's just a nice neutral platform where everybody from both YouTube and Twitch can just get together, hang out a little bit, chat, post your builds, and if you've got any other ideas for channels that you think I should add to Discord, you're more than welcome to let me know, and I'll consider it. It's like I say, the Discord is there for the community, and I want you guys to know that you should treat it as your own little safe space. Anybody that doesn't play according to the rules on Discord, I kind of feel that I've got a no tolerance policy on there. Not going to tolerate any nasty business on Discord, because that's not why it's there. It's there for all of us to have a little space where we can communicate and just have a nice conversations as well. I mean, it's all really nice and fun doing the live streams and talking to everybody, but that sometimes, well, not sometimes, I'm definitely not live all the time. And when I'm live, you can't post pictures or anything in the yes, don't be a nasty jerk on Discord. Exactly. I absolutely have no idea how to pronounce your name. Reed. So can I just call you Reed? Yes, I'll just call you Reed. Is fine. Because that's actually it's not that bad. It's Reed. But yes, let me not repeat myself 3 times. Other people might just think I'm trying to say the same thing 3 times over. So no, you're Lucas, listen to me. You're more than welcome to post at 1 a.m. But please don't spam ever. You can post 10 things or 10 times or 20 times, doesn't matter, as long as it's not spam. Because let's be honest, who likes spam? Any hands, anybody likes spam? Because I sure don't. But 1 a.m. posts, more than fine with me. Look, I don't even know if my phone's alerts or the sounds on the alerts on my phone work. Because my phone has been on silent for the last 6 or 7 years. I never take it off of silence. I do have a smartwatch that vibrates if there's any messages coming through or any calls coming through. So I just don't know what's the point in having a ringtone on the phone. So, Reed, sorry if I'm it might feel like I'm neglecting you. I'm not. Welcome into the stream. I really do appreciate you popping in and having a little bit of a something to say. On this stream, everybody's welcome. You're welcome to just lurk about in the background, even though if you feel like having a chat, that's also more than welcome. In fact, I do enjoy having a little bit of a chat with different people. So that's, well, in any sort of support is highly welcome, highly appreciated. So whatever you are into, that's great. But as you said yourself, just don't be a nasty jerk. I think that's the only real requirement I have. The only real rule I've got. That sentence or that phrase sums it up perfectly. Because who wants to deal with a nasty jerk? Even though I think I can be a nasty jerk sometimes, but I try to not be one in public. Even though sometimes it's a little bit difficult not being a jerk, because some people just deserves being treated like that. But yes, I'm trying to keep it clean on here. I wouldn't say this is a, well, I wouldn't really use the term family friendly, because I mean my content is definitely not made for kids, but I do try and keep it at least PG, so that if somebody is watching it and there's kids in the background or kids in the room, we don't offend anybody. So yes, these villages, perfect for repairing my tools, getting a little bit of experience, and also getting a little bit of emerald. Now I just noticed I've never closed these doors, which should actually not be standing open like that. You want some pumpkins, Noreen? Yes, yes. Take the pumpkins, give me some emeralds. Perfect. This pickaxe also needs a little bit of attention. Tasha, we'll take a few melons. Let's see, who else are buying melons? You want melons? Evelyn, thank you so much for your business. I mean, the funny thing about these villages are that they are actually harvesting the crops, giving it to me, and then I'm just selling it back to them. Such a good business model, don't you think? Alrighty, let's see. Like I said, I want to figure out... come on, horsey. Have a carrot. And calm down. I do need to figure out how we are going to decorate the outside of this warehouse. So it does look a little bit, well, a little dull. But I've been putting it off because I seriously can't think of something nice to do. Even on the roof up there, I need to do something, but I can't think of anything. And maybe we can... we'll see. Maybe we can do a little something. Let me build put down a little bit of scaffolding. So that's one, skip one, one, skip one, one, skip one. It's one, skip two, one. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe 1, 1. Right, we'll go and have a little sleep and then we see if we can do anything. Come on, it is night time. Okay, sit back down, be chill, and put these emeralds away. Let's see if I've got some more. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's grab some from down here. Just grab half a stack and we'll see. So I do have a little bit of an idea what we can do. We'll do these, that. Alright, Lucas, you say you just sent some pick out of millions. Well, let me... I do have Discord open. Lucas, okay, I see your pics. Doesn't look normal. No, it doesn't. Looks like very bad world generation. Definitely doesn't look normal. No, you're absolutely right. We're gonna try and do something. Let me just mark it here. Then mark that. No. Should be. Maybe because of all those mods, but what mods do you use on there? Or should I rather ask how many mods do you use on there? No, that second or that first pick looks like world generation issues. Could be that the world generated and then you added more mods or you changed something before generating the rest of it, that looks like something that could cause that funky generation. Oh, who knows? Maybe you just went in with a pickaxe and you did it yourself. You made god armor. All right. All right. Listen, Lucas, Reed, if you're still here, I think I'm gonna call it here for the evening. It is like, what is the time? 10:15. I need to wake up at like maybe 5:30 tomorrow morning. I'm still working tomorrow, so I think maybe we'll call it here. And yes, then I'll catch all of you again next time in the next stream. So I really want to take a moment. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the support. I really do highly appreciate it. And guys, you can always reach me on Discord if you want to have a chat or just, well, just share your things, share your builds, share your worlds. You're more than welcome to put it into the Discord. I will be really happy to see a little bit more movement in the Discord. Thank you, Lucas. You must have a wonderful evening as well. And I hope to see you tomorrow evening with the longer stream. So I still need to decide what we're going to do, but I know at some point I want to go to the Nether. I want to get some netherite. I don't know whether that will be tomorrow. I'll still decide. So thank you all for watching and have a blessed evening. I will see you next time. Let's see if there's anybody on Twitch live that I can just send you guys to in a raid. I don't know if there's anything. I think Muxton is still alive, so let's quickly jump into Mux stream. Guys, so Muxton is one of the people that joins Misfits, usually is very active on Misfit stream. So let's go over there and just say hello. For those of you that's on Twitch, that is.